what I've learned with, having a narcissist, you know, in my life at different times, different people, friends, and just stuff like that. One thing is like when you're happy, you're generally doing something good for yourself that's really good for you. And and would it be like diet, exercise? It doesn't really matter. It's not the point. What it matters is like you're passionate about something, you like something, or let's say you make a certain kind of food, really healthy, good food, and it's really nutritious, good for you, and then like you're just happy about it. This is an example of it. This is an example, and then you show the narcissist, hey, this is a delicious food, it's really healthy ingredients, and then like now let's say they had an ingredient that they were allergic to, and then like you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know it had like that, and you never show them again like the gesture of like, oh, I didn't know you're allergic to blueberries, like to a very varying degree. And they'll be like, well, I told you multiple times, when in reality they don't really tell you certain stuff like that. And that's the thing too, is like narcissists and people, or there's some people are just horrible communicators. They'll tell like their family members certain information like at later times, or they won't tell them up front about information like this, and it kind of leaves people hanging in a weird position because those people don't know what to do. And I think a gesture, like a kindness like that, is just like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know you couldn't eat this, and like you're not offended, you're just like, okay. But like what makes me a little bit angry, to be honest, is when people like, well, I told you multiple times, when in reality they have not told me multiple times. It's just frustrating, like certain stuff like that. And yeah, and it's just like I mentioned in my video I made earlier, like you could never just have a conversation with them and just about certain things. It's just impossible. And it's anyone, also this goes out to people that are hypersensitive. Like being hypersensitive is a toxic trait in a way, not like you being sensitive and like empathic towards nature, animals, people. It's more in the sense of just it's not that way I just said. It's more the sense of this like not being able to hold yourself together in crazy situations, or just situations where you just need to put on your big boy pants, big girl pants, and just deal with it sometimes. And it's just when you blow up in someone's face emotionally, like out of like fear and rage, it's not a good trait. And I think, we're all flawable, but everyone needs to work on that specifically. Just how you talk to people, communication. If you have shitty communication skills, you're not going to get far in life. And there's some people just really are just being bad, and it's not a healthy way to be friends with them or entertain them. But yeah, these people are just something else. They're dumb. They're ungrateful, unappreciative, and I don't like them. And it's you've heard that before too. Oh, I told you multiple times. I've told you multiple times, but like you never told me shit. Like, or you told me it wasn't that big of a deal, or like you told me that like you didn't tell me all details about anything.